The turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and covered, ducked and covered.
You and I don't have shells to crawl into like Bert the Turtle, so we have to cover up in our own way. First, you duck, and then you cover.
It wasn't very long ago that America lived in fear that at any moment the bomb would reduce us all to cinders.
Duck and cover.
In those days, Philadelphia was ready for the bomb with its own civil defense plan, complete with all the supplies a beleaguered city could need to survive a nuclear winter. And in rooms adjoining the Broad Street subway, those supplies can still be found 40 years later.
It's one of the civil defense rooms here. Okay. Yeah, this is one of our rooms in the basement that we had stored civil defense supplies. Primarily water storage and medical supplies were stored in this room. Jobs are all empty now.
They're all empty now,
Yeah.
I see. Okay. And, and as you said, there's medical supplies in here?
Yes, right here. It has kaopectate, eye drops.
Here's something right here. Look at this. This is sodium chloride table salt.
Yeah, that's correct.
Look at that. And you know, after all, I guess we are talking about 40 years ago, because on this bottle of aspirin here, the date is November 1962, and that would have been 1 month after the Cuban Missile Crisis.
That's correct. I could remember because I was a young man of my 30s at the time. It was absolutely the most frightening time of my lifetime, even though I was in World War II. The threat of nuclear war was very, very real, and the whole country was in a state of panic at that particular time.
We're in a concourse underground on Broad Street, north of City Hall, going past Arch Street and on up to Cherry Street.
Yeah.
This is that corridor that's not used anymore.
That's correct.
And this material is here. Was this the only repository for material like this, or are there other places around the city?
There are a lot of places around the city that were civil defense storage depots. This was just for this particular area. I don't know how many 100 people were designed to take care of for a short period of time. It was not a long duration period, supply. Back in the 1960s, we went up to a place up at 9200 Boston Avenue, and we spent 3 days totally immersed in the civil defense atmosphere.
Wow.
We had these portable toilets set up with screens in between for ladies and men's room, and everybody had to live on the supplies of the civil defense.
Like a training course in case something happened.
That's right. We were to go in and take over
the
operation, take care of people.
Well, that's what it looked like, and I can see it. It's got that distinctive shape there that sort of gives a hint as to what it is.
It had a plastic bag liner, and it had a chemical
plastic liner,
chemicals to throw in after to deodorant.
Oh, I see, and I can see some of that right down in there. It looks like there's a
deodorant pack.
There's a deodorant pack right there.
Okay, now this is the other room we were talking about. Again, there's a huge quantity of water cans. We have also crackers, medical supplies, and candy in here.
Incredible.
Actually, now here's one of the cans of biscuit.
Wow. Don't smell exactly
They're still edible.
They're still probably edible. Where's the peanut butter? Did you bring the peanut butter?
We forgot to bring it along with us.
Oh, well, forget it then. We're not going to eat these. But now, how old are these crackers?
At least 40, 50 years old.
Wow. Wow, so these were stored in here with the other stuff, probably in the late 50s, early 60s.
I would not hesitate if an emergency to eat them today.
Even without the peanut butter?
Even without the peanut butter.
Well, okay, I guess if you have to eat something.
To survive.
Yeah, of course, of course. But this is just an indication of what kind of supplies are still around here.
That's correct.
Well, now look at this. I guess there was some reading material, too, because this looks like it's a really old comic book here.
It sure is.
Gosh, I wonder if it's worth anything. Well, we can't tell. It's pretty messed up here, but all the supplies look like they're down here. You know, John, one of the things that comes to mind looking at all these supplies here and thinking about the era in which the stuff was placed here is that even though there's so much here, I wonder if it really would have done any good considering a nuclear attack back at that time.
Well, it was very, very real, and I'm sure if nothing else, it would have been a temporary stop before you died.
Yeah, well,
if they attacked it with a nuclear bomb.
and you know, it's probably a good thing, and we should all consider ourselves fortunate that we never had to find out.
That's correct.
Duck and cover